Hey everyone, and welcome to The Rundown, the only show where we're getting a grade for this. My name is Sarah Popek, and I'm joined today by three people who are much smarter than I am. David, Anna, and Chandler. How are you all?
Very well, thank you.
All right, let's get this party started by seeing what our viewers thought about this week in entertainment. Take a look.
Okay.
I always watch The Walking Dead. It's a really great show. And then I watched Once Upon a Time and Revenge, but Revenge wasn't on this week. But I think they're really great shows. And New Girl, I'm a huge fan.
Scandal.
Just watched the first episode of Scandal.
Always have to keep up with Scandal. You have to watch it. It's a great show. You got Olivia Pope. You got Fitz. It's like love triangle with Millie. I'm not really fond of her character, but I understand she's a wife, so you have to respect her.
Shameless.
Parks and Recreation.
The Walking Dead.
I've been watching The Walking Dead. That's my go-to show. It's getting really intense now. It's really picking up speed. The first season was a little slow, not real slow, still slow, but really picking up. The characters are getting really interesting. I don't know if anybody watches, but the main character is going through some stuff now, and it's really interesting.
I really like Kroll Show.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Jericho on Netflix. I love Workaholics. I think my roommates love Workaholics even more than I do, and I like it.
Law and Order SVU.
It's Suburgatory.
Adventure Time.
Anticipating Game of Thrones that comes out the 31st of March.
I also watched the show Girls.
I watched Nathan For You for the first time yesterday, which I think it's a new Comedy Central show, and it's this guy who is like plays this like kind of serious like Dimitri Martin-esque business counselor, and he goes to these businesses that are like kind of failing, and he gives them ideas. And they're always like kind of bad ideas, but they do get the store publicity. Like he went to a yogurt shop that was failing, and he made them make a new flavor, but he did a poo flavor, and it got people to come, but no one liked the flavor. So
I started watching Pretty Little Liars, but then I got really tired and I fell asleep. So.
All right, any of you guys seen any of those shows? What do we think? How do we feel about the culture on Temple? Decent taste? I think so.
Pretty decent, I would say.
Yeah, Walking Dead is doing really well right now, apparently.
Yeah.
I've never seen it because I already know who dies.
Yeah, same.
So there's no point now, right? I mean, why bother?
Yeah, I don't know.
But apparently, #1 cable show right now.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not surprising. I mean, who doesn't want to see people shooting zombies? Like, I'm into it. I just haven't seen it yet because it's scary.
And they kill their worst characters. Like, whenever a character gets too annoying, they just kill them.
They just kill him. That's so great.
It's a great model.
Yeah,
It's a great model. If we could do that with most primetime shows.
Then I guess no one would be alive on Girls anymore.
No one would be alive on Girls. There'd be no show.
Yeah.
Because everyone on that show is irritating.
Yeah.
And that's the point of the show, is that they're all irritating.
That's what I've heard. I haven't seen the rest of season 2 yet. I watched the pilot, and it was dark.
You are missing out.
Did
the
anyone
pilot
else
is very,
very
dark.
No. I meant the.
You mean the first
episode
of season 2?
Yeah, it was dark.
It's
like
incredibly
color-wise, it was weirdly dark.
Is that the one about the girls?
Yes, it is about the girls.
Cool.
Yeah.
On HBO, yes.
All right, let's move on to some recent headlines in the world of entertainment. In my mind, the biggest story to come out of Hollywood since probably the end of award season is the news that Veronica Mars, it lives. It has resurrected itself from the dead. So we have Rob Thomas, creator of Veronica Mars, and Kristen Bell, went to WB after it got canceled by the CW in 2007 and said, listen, fans want a movie. And WB agreed. So now the challenge was they put up a Kickstarter and said, let's raise $2 million in 30 days. And they got it in 10 hours. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, where do we go from here in terms of entertainment?
That's a real good question. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be coming out with a lot of videos, saying their projects they want to get funded and whatnot.
Well, I think crowdsourcing, which you would consider, a lot of people consider Kickstarter a form of crowdsourcing, is like the next wave in funding. So it's that kind of participatory model in that we fund only what we want to see. So if I don't want to see something, I physically don't have to pay for it, and that's the idea. So I mean, while Veronica Mars was only a mildly successful show, and it was
But apparently not. I mean,
but
apparently it was a big
but
deal.
you don't have to be. That's the idea, though. But the thing with fandom is that you don't have to be really, really successful. You just need to have a core constituency of people who will continually watch it.
But how big is a core audience? I mean, what if it's like could a YouTube get a movie? Could a YouTube show get a movie deal now? Is that
Some
what's
could.
happening?
I believe you can.
Yeah, Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl is being
Absolutely.
developed for ABC right now. I forget what they're calling it, but Shonda Rhimes, who does Scandal and Grey's Anatomy, is basically taking Issa Rae, who's the creator of Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl, under her wing and developing a show for ABC. One thing I think is interesting about Veronica Mars, though, is that the whole reason that show exists in the first place was because of UPN and having this mainstream venue. It's like Veronica Mars, Amanda Palmer, Radiohead, all these really, Louis C.K., all these really successful crowdsourcing or crowdfunding initiatives are people that made their bread and butter on the old school media. And I'm wondering about the new school stuff because, I'm wondering if independent producers can really compete with a show that got, huge, at least for UPN, it got huge ratings. Didn't get huge ratings for the general television environment.
Yeah.
And whether genuinely independent stuff, because this is still being financed by Warner Brothers. So they raised $3 million, and Warner Brothers is still going to have to kick in $10 million bucks.
And Rob Thomas is a known quantity.
Yeah.
So they're not going to pick someone off of
But
YouTube.
is he though?
Yeah, he's got that Matchbox 20 money. He's
That's
No.
different route.
But even though, okay, what concerns me about this is the money. Because like you said, Warner Brothers still has to kick in money, but they're getting a free movie. There's still $3 million that they didn't have to come up with.
So do the people that helped out with the money get the money? Profit?
No, and that's what concerns me. Warner Brothers they agreed that if they made the $2 million that Warner Brothers would kick in for publicity and distribution, but they're getting a free movie. They're they didn't have to come up with those $3 million.
But you have to think of it as fans are willing to pay for what they want to see. So those people don't care that they're not going to see any return on their investment from that movie. All they want is the movie. They want the content to be created, and if this is what they have to do to get the content to be created, this is what they will do.
But is this where we are now, that if I want a property that's good, that was critically acclaimed and stuff like that, do I now have to pay for it? Like, are network executives just going to put, nonsense on the air? And then if I want a smart show, do I have to pay for it?
They'd like you to.
Yeah, that's their goal.
That'd be great for them.
That's crap. That's total nonsense to me.
But that is the idea behind Kickstarter funding for those kind of projects. For non-independent productions, that's going to be any idea behind Kickstarter projects.
I don't know. I'm excited about it on one level, but then I don't know how I feel about it ethically, and the money is bothering me.
Yeah.
It's getting to me. But I will say, so this comes on the heels of Arrested Development, which if we're all not super excited about it, then I don't want to be here right now. That also comes on House of Cards, was released entirely through Netflix. So with the new kind of platforms for distribution, what other shows do you guys want to see be made into movies? What other shows do you guys want to see kind of take the field, take this charge?
Here's a question. Has anybody ever made a good movie out of a television show?
Movie out of a television show.
Has that ever
I
happened?
think so.
Has that ever happened? I don't know.
Off the top of my head, I'm sure there's something.
I mean, because
Yeah, but
that's the other thing. It usually goes the other way. It's always gone the other way.
Do you mean commercially successful, or do you mean something
Oh
that's
no!
critically acclaimed?
Lots of things are commercially
Wait, does
successful.
Serenity count?
Yeah, like was Serenity a good movie?
Okay. I don't know.
I thought
I
it was
didn't see
pretty
it.
good. That was
but-
pretty good?
Yeah, I thought it was. I love sci-fi, so
Yeah.
that's like my thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to see Terriers. I don't know if you guys watched that
I
one.
like Terriers.
Yeah. Sean Ryan was talking about that on Twitter, and then we also had they're still playing around with Party Down, which is another Rob Thomas property, and then we also had Friday Night Lights and Entourage, which
They should do a shot-by-shot remake of the Friday Night Lights movie, but they should replace Billy Bob Thornton with
Kyle Chandler.
Kyle Chandler.
I would watch that movie.
Yeah.
I'd watch that movie every time.
With a little, what was it called? What was his movie where you could see the paper from the next day?
Do you mean Kyle Chandler?
Yeah, Kyle
It
Chandler.
was called Early Edition.
Early Edition.
But it
he
was,
got he got tomorrow's newspaper.
It was network television. It wasn't a movie.
Yeah, so
I've
that
never
should
heard
be a
about
movie.
my life.
Yeah.
It was episodic television. It lasted several seasons.
Yeah, it
and
lasted like
was
6 seasons or something.
Every day he had this orange cat who would bring him a newspaper from the next day, and it was in Chicago.
Yeah, and so then he would have to go and
orange
solve the
cat.
problem. Like somebody got
real.
murdered tomorrow.
For real.
So today I'm going to solve the murder.
Yes. So he would stop the person from getting hit by the bus. He would
Yeah.
stop the bar from getting burned down.
That sounds
I think he was
terrible.
a bartender.
It was great.
No,
right.
it was actually.
It's very
well
90s.
done.
All right, let's move on. So the other big story coming out of the entertainment industry is the possible late night shakeup. So there's been rumors going around, and now both Jimmy Fallon and Jay Leno have addressed them on their shows, that Jay Leno's out, Jimmy Fallon gets the Tonight Show, and who gets late night? So what do you guys think about this?
I'm having some deja vu here. Why?
Right?
Why does this sound familiar? I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't know. Is Jay Leno killable? Like, can we take him down?
In the sense that vampires aren't, no. But in the sense that he could leave the show, probably.
Do you think that he would voluntarily relinquish the Tonight Show?
Voluntarily? No. I think he wants to screw NBC for everything he can.
But
at this
NBC
point.
has been so good to him.
Yes, but now they're treating him like dirt, so.
Are they?
Yeah, they brought him back and he can't get his ratings up.
That's his fault. That's his fault for not being funny.
No, it's NBC's fault for sucking.
No. No. If Jay Leno could write a decent monologue joke, he would not have the ratings problem.
Maybe
if he wasn't
well,
stuck in the 80s.
Consider that maybe
if
the
he
problem.
wasn't, like,
Consider that maybe the problem isn't the network, maybe it's late night. Maybe it's that with DVR and with the idea of Live Plus 7, all that stuff, maybe people just aren't watching late night. And so maybe there are no ratings in late night. And it's not just Leno, it's everybody.
What do you watch late night, Chandler? Late at night, what do you watch on TV?
Oh, yeah. I watch the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm online.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is, I feel like. We're moving to internet type of society, so.
All right, well, agree to disagree. We're going to take a little break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about pandas. Not really, but if a subject comes up organically, I won't be mad. Stay tuned.
I think her hair complements the dress better than Chloe's.
Open hair should be up. Red hair with gold.
Where did she wear this?
It's the dress, dude. It's the dress. It's not the hair.
Welcome back to this week's edition of Maxine's Who. This week we have a face-off between Carrie Underwood and Allison Williams, Julianne Hough or Khloe Kardashian, and Alicia Keys and Miley Cyrus. We headed out on the street to see who students thought wore it better.
Let's see. I think.
Carrie Underwood. I liked her shoes. I think they went better with the dress.
Probably Carrie Underwood. Again, with the hair up, not down.
Hair's up.
Yeah, it looks
Which
weird with
I
her hair
don't
down.
understand why Allison Williams' hair is down. I like her shoes.
And her
better,
hair
but
is
she has little
blonde. She has
shoes.
red hair. I don't like the red hair with the
Carrie Underwood.
I think Carrie Underwood wore it better. Her hair matches the dress better than the other girls.
I like Khloe Kardashian.
No, I like Julie. Why do you like Khloe Kardashian?
She fills it out better.
I guess that's true.
Julianne Hough as well. The hair being down on Khloe Kardashian is just not enough for the dress.
Yeah, I'm still gonna have to go with Julianne, just 'cause her hair's up.
Julianne Hough.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't. Chloe's hair is not doing it for me because it's like all up in her face.
Then maybe Alicia Keys.
And Miley's fat's hanging out, so.
For real. First of all,
That's an unattractive
picture.
picture.
A straight dude in that picture.
Alicia Keys. Miley looks kind of manly.
Fat rolls are hanging out, which
Yeah.
is not a good idea.
And Alicia Keys is rocking it. And her belt.
Why would
She's
you
a
wear the
belt.
same outfit as Alicia Keys to begin with? That's kind of awkward.
Alicia Keys wore it better.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I don't think it's a good outfit for her either.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
why
it's
so
pretty
hard.
bad.
Let's see. I think.
All right, welcome back to the Rundown. I am still here with my co-hosts, Anna, David, and Chandler. Since it's Friday, we're going to talk a little bit about the movies. So opening this weekend, we have Admission, which is the Paul Rudd and Tina Fey romantic comedy about admission, I would assume. We have The Croods, which is, I thought this was hilarious. Nicolas Cage is the lead voice actor in that, which, I mean, hands down, you got to see it for that. But also Emma Stone and Ryan Reynolds, and that's the animated kids movie about Croods. Olympus Has Fallen, which is not about Olympus. Found that one out. That's Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, and Morgan Freeman. And then we have Spring Breakers, which is Vanessa Hudgens, Selena Gomez, and James Franco, and the blonde one from Pretty Little Liars. And then already in theaters, we still have Oz the Great and Powerful, The Call, The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, Jack the Giant Slayer, and Identity Thief. So, what do we think? How are movies looking?
Pretty good. I've seen Oz the Great and the Powerful.
Okay.
I feel that's definitely a treat for the family, and if you just want to go out and watch a really good, aesthetically pleasing movie, just go and see it, yeah.
But how's the story? That was what everyone said about Avatar. I hated Avatar. They're like, just look at it. And I'm like, if I want to look at it, I'll go to a freaking aquarium and look at real fish.
I'll tell you though, I had my wisdom teeth out before I saw Avatar, so I was on pain meds. And I gotta tell you, that really, the experience was fascinating. Because, I still didn't really like it. A little too, everyone's made the Fern Gully joke,
I watched Avatar in a class. It was required, and I was bored.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Oh God, I hated it. But Oz and Great and Powerful, you would recommend it?
Yep. Well, I also liked Avatar though, so. Yep.
All right.
But then again, I'm like a sci-fi guy, so that's just like my thing.
Yeah. That's probably mine. I can't do it. Planets. No. All right.
How many children do we think are going to be traumatized by the animation in The Croods, which looks really terrifying to me? Like everyone is kind of lumpy and misshapen and very rectangular.
Well, that's how people looked back then, right?
I don't know. It just looks like I'm thinking of Return to Oz, which is the other Oz sequel from the 80s. That traumatized me as a child because there was just some really grotesque stuff in there.
Okay.
And I feel like The Croods could be, especially with Nick Cage's involvement, it could be really.
Oh God.
It could be a real.
Yeah. I hope he had script approval. I hope he did, and I hope. Oh man, I want another. I think we're ready for another adult animated movie. I'm ready for it. What was the last one? Was like the Puppets, the Team America.
Team America.
Yeah, or another South Park movie. I'm ready for it. I can deal with the animation. I just can't. The kids' movies, because that's a Brave.
Yeah.
And I did not like it at all. It was not what I was expecting.
Beowulf was a really good animated adult movie.
Would you call that adult though? Like I was thinking.
Yeah, it was a lot of like blood and stuff. So.
All right. I mean.
Are you thinking like more violent?
Yeah. I was thinking like an animated comedy, like more along the lines of South Park. But I don't know. I'd like to see that.
So we're gonna talk about Spring Breakers.
Yeah, let's talk about Spring Breakers.
Vanessa Hudgens and Selena Gomez from the Disney Channel, along with Ashley Benson and Harmony Korine, who's the writer-director. His wife is in it, Rachel Korine, I think it is.
What else has he done? Why?
He wrote Kids in 1995.
Okay.
Larry Clark directed it. And then he went on to make fun of the Dogma 95 movement. He made movies like Julian Donkey Boy and Gummo. And he made these really grotesque character studies of strange characters from vaguely working class backgrounds.
Okay.
They'd wrestle folding tables and things.
So is this his mainstream debut?
No, that's complicated. Was he's never really been main. I mean, Kids was fairly mainstream. It broke Rosario Dawson and Chloe Sevigny. So he's been in the public consciousness for about almost 20 years.
Okay. Okay.
Well, the issue with Spring Breakers is whether or not all of those teen stars are going to be able to break it into mainstream and be taken fairly seriously in half-naked bikinis.
That's the only way that you can do it if you're a young woman that's on Disney Channel. The only way that you have to disown your Disney identity completely. You're not allowed to transition gracefully. You either have to completely destroy yourself or take on some role where you can sort of symbolically destroy yourself, because that's just how society wants to see its young women grow up, apparently.
So Selena Gomez, is this it for her? Is this the final straw with Disney?
No way. She's this is the beginning for her.
Yeah,
she's gonna be great.
This is a new beginning.
Okay.
She's out with Disney. She's aged out of
Disney.
Disney.
Disney doesn't want her anymore.
She's aged out.
How old is she?
She's 20.
Okay.
She was on Wizards of Waverly Place, which has been canceled for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same age that they gave up on Hilary Duff. And she had a record contract with Disney through Hollywood Records through her last album called Dignity. And they didn't promote it at all. They don't want her anymore because she's not a sellable commodity for Disney anymore.
They
So
traditionally drop you after about 21, and now that the oldest Jonas Brother is like 19 or 20, they dropped the Jonas Brothers too. So, I mean, they are picked up by Warner Brothers, I think. I'm not totally certain of their new label, but they used to be on Hollywood Records for a very long time.
Yeah, they started on Columbia.
Yeah. And then once you get to Disney, Disney will pick you up, and then Disney drops you at a certain age.
Well, I think we're all excited about James Franco. Looks bonkers. I'm excited about it. We're going to take another break. Stay with us.
Hey there, this is Nicole bringing you the top 10 music picks of the week. Now let's jump right into it. Lil Wayne, Drake, and Future tells us about their simple pleasures in life in the number 10 track of this week, Love Me. At number 9, Pink and Nate Russ tries to keep faith in the power of love in the pop ballad, Just Give Me a Reason. Bruno Mars comes in at number 8 with his Love Lost song, When I Was Your Man. Beyonce, also known as the Queen Bee, arrives at the number 7 spot with her newly released track, Bow Down, I've Been On. At number 6, Taylor Swift tells us she should have followed her gut from the start in her track, Knew You Were Trouble. At number 5, Justin Timberlake keeps it classy with Jay-Z on Suit and Tie, which is off of his newly released album, The 2020 Experience. Coming in at number 4, a confused Rihanna sings about her lover in the ballad Say, featuring Mikey Aiko. Looks like the Harlem Shake Frenzy isn't going anywhere. Ball is taking the number 3 spot this week with Harlem Shake. I guess they are still on the strict budget. Still popping tags at the number 2 spot, we have Macklemore's Dress Shop. And coming in at number 1, Britney Spears and Will I Am, screaming and shouting and letting it all out. So there you have it, the top 10 hottest songs of the week. Have a favorite song of the week that didn't make the cut? Submit it to top10@gmail.com. Now back to you, Sarah.
Hey guys, I am still here with my co-host, and since we only ask the hard-hitting questions, let's talk about stuff we love. All right, what are you guys into? Go for it, Chandler.
Looks for me. Well, you know, like I said, I go on the internet to look at a lot of my media, and I've been looking at a lot of older movies. Like the other day, I saw Cleopatra. That was really, really good. The Hustler. That was really good with Paul Newman. I highly suggest that.
Where's this coming from?
Well, just a general curiosity.
You're just like, Cleopatra, I want to watch. Did you watch Liz and Dick?
No.
That's what. Okay, I'm dying to see that because that's about Cleopatra. Did anyone else hear about that? The Lifetime movie?
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm dying to see it. I can't wait. But I guess if you don't know enough about Cleopatra for realsies, then it wouldn't make that much of a difference. All right, Dave?
Well, in music, I am really enjoying 3 albums, all of which come out of Nashville, both the place and the show, sort of. The Nashville original soundtrack. I don't watch the show. I don't really care about the show, but Hayden Panettiere, Panettiere, I call her Hayden Panettiere, and Connie Britton.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did this, but they made an amazing soundtrack album, so apparently I should watch the show because it's really good. One of the people who wrote for that is Casey Musgraves, she's 24 years old, singer-songwriter out of Nashville, and she just put out her album called Same Trailer, Different Park, which I cannot recommend highly enough.
Okay.
What
genre is this?
Pop country.
Okay.
And one of the Pistol Annies with Miranda Lambert and Jamie Presley and Ashley Monroe, the third one, who I've been following since like 2005, 2006, finally has an album that people are actually seemingly listening to called Like a Rose. So those are my 3 albums that I'm listening to.
Do you have any interest in watching Nashville because of the soundtrack?
I guess.
Okay.
Sort of. I don't know. I thought it was going to be like an anti-Taylor Swift type of show where it's like, oh, the new one is the upstart. But actually, apparently, it's more like how Taylor Swift actually operates, which is that she has more control over her career than the people that came, like Shania Twain style from the 90s. And so they're kind of playing with that tension, and there's like a mentor relationship. So it sounds complicated and interesting.
Yeah.
And I should probably watch it. That's what I've heard.
Probably, but not.
Probably.
It's on the list.
I will probably watch. Well, my wife will want to watch it, which means that
Okay.
I'll probably watch it. Because I don't watch TV if my wife doesn't watch it. So I'm watching Elementary right now.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all
It's got the
right?
guy from Hackers in it, you know?
Is that Johnny Lee Miller?
Maybe. I just know
Sherlock.
Sherlock.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't because I'm a huge fan of the BBC one.
Oh yeah, they're
So-
totally night and day.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because I
In
like.
fact, it's like more like Night and Day, which is the Tom Cruise, Cameron Diaz movie.
The movie was so bad.
Yeah, it's like that.
It was so terrible. Why is it called Knight? Knight. Why?
One of their last
Why?
names is Knight.
But why? Why would you make that pun? What symbolic significance?
Did you
does it
see the
have?
movie? It's
I did
totally
see
appropriate.
I saw the movie, but I can't
It's
tell you
like-
anything about it except Cameron Diaz spends a lot of time in a bikini, and that was weird.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
drug each other a lot.
Yes.
They keep waking up like 80 hours later. I'm like, that's not good.
No, can't be good for you. Yeah. All right.
weird.
Anna? What's up?
I'm currently hate watching everything on NBC. Anything possible.
All right.
I pretty much hate it. I really hate Smash, but I keep watching it.
See, okay, that's what I thought. Nashville was gonna take the mantle of Smash and do something decent with it.
But I think Nashville's probably a much stronger structure of a show than Smash. Smash
So-
is just kind of whatever it wants to do.
Where did Smash go wrong? Is it just like from the beginning? It was just a
I
train
just
wreck,
think that
or?
I think the problem with Smash is more in the fact that no one cares about Broadway and no one knows enough about it to understand that it's supposed to be more realistic than like most of the other like kind of music shows that are out there. So it's supposed to be very like, you know, this is really what happens in rehearsal, and like this is how hard it is to get a producer, and this is how you have callbacks and all this stuff, and no one actually gives a crap in real life about those things, and they just come across as really contrived dialogue.
So the problem is America, not Smash.
No, the problem is both. The
Okay.
problem with Smash is that it doesn't understand that no one cares about it.
Oh, poor Smash.
I know.
It's getting better ratings
I
now, isn't it?
know.
Because
No,
it
I heard it's like
really?
it's tanking.
It tanked last year too, though.
But it came back. They actually fired the showrunner, so it has a
Oh.
new showrunner.
That always works.
Yeah, Teresa Rebeck, but then who's the new showrunner?
I don't remember. It's a guy.
Josh Safran?
Yes.
The guy from Gossip Girl.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which I was excited about. Because I was
Right.
like, Gossip Girl, you know, the intrigue and...
Well, it's now moved to the death slot. I think it got moved to Saturday.
Seriously?
It got moved to a death slot,
Oh, I
like a
didn't hear
legitimate
that.
death slot. It's wrapped for the season,
Oh.
and it's not going to be back.
Poor
I think
little
I think
baby.
it's pulling a 1 rating. something ridiculous.
That's painful.
It's sad.
Poor NBC.
Although American Idol got down to like a 3 or a 4, like the lowest it's had in a while, like 2 weeks ago.
I think Smash bottoms out way lower than that.
Oh yeah. It's just interesting that the most popular show even is getting like 3 and 4.
Right.
You know.
You mean live or live plus 7?
Live plus 7, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I am catching up right now. I just finished season 2 on Amazon of Justified, the show on FX starring Timothy Olyphant. Cannot recommend it highly enough. That man, like, I don't care if you're gay or straight, that man has chemistry with everything. He is, like, I can't with him right now. But it's one of those shows that doesn't feel like homework. Like, I think it's a high quality drama, but a show like Mad Men, I have not seen the most recent season because I'm like, I should watch it, and I'm a huge Mad Men fan, but I just
Like
don't
broccoli.
want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Cultural broccoli.
Like, it's great, but I can't. And so, but Justified, it's just a fun show because sometimes you want to watch characters say fun things with a guy wearing a cowboy hat, and then they shoot each other, and it's so great. So great
Mad
every
Men
time.
takes itself too seriously.
It's
Is that the
so
problem?
serious. It is. It's
Yeah.
like homework.
Mhm.
And you feel good while you're watching it. Like, you feel, like, proud of yourself. But I just can't. I can't do it sometimes. All right. That's going to do it for us today. For David, Hannah, and Chandler, I'm Sarah Popek. See y'all next time.